My name is Mrs. Chinyere Ogunwanwo-Lisa. I'm a Principal Manager in Statistics Department, Central Bank of Nigeria, and I run a program on economic development and policy analysis in James Hope University.
I'm Mary Otuka, the VP Sales and Marketing at First Electric, and I'm currently enrolled in the MBA program at James Hope University.
My name is Umeje Chidebere. I'm a Business Development Manager with over a decade of progressive experience with Zenith Bank PLC. I'm currently enrolled at James Hope University studying an Executive Master's Program.
My name is Oluwafemi Alabolubumi. I'm a serial entrepreneur and I'm the MD and CEO of Elant International Company Limited. I decided to come to James Hope University to own and sharpen my skills about businesses. Coming here so far has been incredible and it has been an awesome journey.
My name is Favor Zuri Chijoke. I'm the Technical Sales Manager at Legrand. Being an executive MBA student helps me to understand the business aspect of what I do.
My name is Adebisi Barakini. I'm currently the co-founder and head of product at Kebble, a real estate platform that allows Africans to seamlessly acquire properties across the globe.
My name is Michael Owatinde. I'm a marketing strategist and digital business consultant with over a decade of experience helping businesses grow through smart, creative, and result-focused marketing initiatives across multi-platforms. I'm currently pursuing a master's degree in innovation, entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship at James Hope University to further deepen my strategic capabilities.
My name is Mary Ann Osigwe. I currently head the marketing department of one of the branches in Zenith Bank PLC. I'm enrolled currently to study MSc, FinTech, and Data Analytics. And I must say that my experience has been very, very amazing.
My name is Ogochukwu Owu. I'm a real estate advisor. I work with CBRE Accelerate, a global real estate service provider. My journey in James Hope University has been an interesting one, looking at from when I started the program all up to now. The courses have been wonderful. The community, the people who are going to be the future disruptors in their various industries. It's been a wonderful journey so far, and it's one I'm looking forward to, exploring the whole opportunities that lies within the James Hope University community.
My name is Olusheyi Olarewaju. I'm an associate professor at James Hope University. I lecture finance and accounting. What I enjoy most teaching at James Hope University is the flexibility in the lecture delivery, the atmosphere, conduciveness of the environment, and generally speaking, that cordiality between lecturer and students. The curriculum at James Hope University is very robust. Comparing that with what you see in some Ivy League business school, I would say they are at par, if not more. And much more importantly, is in tune with the Nigerian University Commission syllabus. What you see at James Hope University is a very cordial relationship between lecturers and students, more like an open door policy where a student can walk up to the lecturer at any time to ask any question, no matter how plain the questions are. You can hardly differentiate between the lecturer and the students because of the cordiality, because of the friendly environment, because of the way the faculty pass on the course to the student in terms of teaching. And they also use a powerful online module called LMS, where students can ask lecturer questions, where lecturers can drop questions and assignments and students get to upload back to the lecturer. In fact, lecturers can grade them on the same platform, and students real-time online, they see what their scores are as the module is being taught. So they support the student in so many ways. If I also go to the library is so rich, both physical books and what you can get online in the library. It's mind-blowing. What you want to go and get abroad is right here at James Hope, at your neighborhood. The environment is very conducive. There is security. You can come into the campus at any time you want to learn. The library is also open 24/7, both virtually and physically. And the quality of the faculty, at James Hope University is second to none. So I would say, why go abroad when you can get this quality education at James Hope? I must also mention that it's not all about theories at James Hope University. It's a place where you see real life case study being brought to bear in the classroom, and you are able to apply it at your various organizations. Why not consider James Hope University? I am very, very sure a trial will convince you.
I am Abiola Babajide. I'm a professor of finance with James Hope University, where I teach finance-related courses, and I also conduct research in finance-related disciplines, collaborate with colleagues in the department and in the industry to enhance our program, review our curriculum, and bring it to up-to-date standard and current trend within the finance industry. In James Hope University, our curriculums are meticulously and professionally designed to ensure that it's in line with global best practices. They are continuously reviewed and up to date, and it's helped us to be able to coordinate with industry partners. We have initiated different programs and activities that brings the students and the faculty together. And then our students have the opportunity to intern with our industry partners for a period and to be able to gather data on any area that they want to work on. This bridges the gap between the industry and the academics, solving problems together that will enhance the society and make meaningful impact within our society. So we are not just teaching theories, so to say. We are collaborating strongly with our industry partner to ensure that everything that we are teaching has practical meaning to the student, and then it will enable them to be able to come up with products that will solve problems within our society, and at the same time developing evidence-based local content for our society in the area of fintech and finance generally.
I am Oludare Shorunke. I am the head of the James Hope University Library. I supervise a range of services that are user-driven, user-centric, that supports the research, the teaching, and the learning going on within the university. I ensure that the information needs of faculty are met, that students get the necessary support from day one till when they graduate in aspect of support for learning resources, support for course assignments, and also support for capstone or projects, or what you know popularly as dissertation. The James Hope University Library is a very rich library. It's a purpose-built postgraduate library. The purpose of postgraduate education is to develop in the individual the problem-solving skills. And you can't fully develop that without having the necessary information input. The library has a lot of facilities in aspect of study spaces. We have the learning commons, the e-learning resources, even the physical books. When the space is convenient, for study, for learning, and for research. And you find out that students will naturally cluster around the library to get access to resources whenever they are on campus. They find the resources of the library easy to use. With the online public access catalog, they get access to whatever they need. Make the library your friend. Make the library staff your friend. Interact with them. get sources, the updated sources, of course, those will be shared with you from time to time, and we are looking forward to receive you on campus so that we can contribute to your academic success.
My name is Professor Ehi Eric Esomeme. I'm professor at James Hope Business School, teaching business law and ethics. From the business law and ethics, you see that we have what we call the advanced, learning. Just we talked about the formative type of assessment. It's really, you rarely see that implemented in a lot of universities. And the formative assessment in business law and ethics, when the first class that we give, we give the formative. And the formative allows for students to actually know exactly what to expect. It's almost like the real life test that you're giving is like a real life exam, but you're not grading it, factoring the grades into the grade book, but you're going to assess it. You're going to give them some form of tentative marks, and each particular student have the chance to have one-on-one sessions with you, for as long as they want, so that they can understand actually what the factors are. And there's so much provided, a lot of materials on the LMS. You go to the LMS for every single week. There are so many comprehensive materials provided to guide the students and in terms of understanding the topic. When you look at how the curriculums have been designed for business law and ethics, which I teach, you see that we give real-life case studies, what can help the students apply it to their everyday life, like, not just going to the contract law and the law of torts. We go to experience it with looking at the different advanced modus operandus and the case studies that we utilize, so that people are actually in tune to the realities that are going on. For example, you see that what is going on with artificial intelligence and with machine learning technologies, robotic process automation, how that relates to law and your business. It is what, so aside from going into the traditional modules, we now advance it to the next level, so that when you're able to practicalize it, you are actually well up to date in speed. So the curriculums are well structured in a way that allows for students to constantly evolve and innovate and update their knowledge and be aware of the emerging trends in business law and ethics and the current trends as it relates to the topics that people are actually doing. James Hope University is the best place that you can think of in terms of learning. The level of innovation, the curriculum is not just the basic that we see, that is in the theory based, where you actually learn so much and you probably can't apply it in your everyday work. You see, there's so much focus on getting the right jobs, evolving beyond where you are actually right now. So James Hope University goes beyond just the theoretical approach. It goes to the practical approach, where students actually are taught about, what the emerging trends are, what the current trends are, and what the practical aspect of for business law is. It goes beyond just having a certificate. It goes beyond just having a degree. You're actually going to have that particular knowledge where you can apply it, and you get that particular wisdom to be able to utilize it in your everyday business, utilize it also in your personal growth to be able to get much more information. It's really beyond just the theoretical aspect. You will definitely get value for your money. You'll definitely be able to network. You'll definitely be able to meet the right people and really make the necessary impact in the society. So it's really, really the best place to be at. And we hope that you actually join us.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
My name is
afternoon.
Michael Watsonde. Okay, thank you. I wanted to check whether everyone can hear me. So good afternoon once again. All
Yeah,
right, so
good
let's get started.
afternoon.
Thank you very much for your response. My name is Michael Watsonde, and
I
on behalf
can
of,
hear you.
can you hear me? Awesome. I believe everyone can hear me. Sorry again, I want to check if everyone can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. Once again, good afternoon and welcome to today's session. My name is Michael Owatunde. I lead the marketing and communication and PR for James Hope University. And on behalf of the entire James Hope University, I'd like to warmly welcome you to today's admissions information session. We are truly glad to have you join us, and we thank you for making out the time to explore what we offer at James Hope University. And I'd like to say a special thank you as well to all the members of our faculty and the principal officers who are present. We sincerely appreciate your time and continued support. To kick off things, I'd like to introduce Mr. Femi Wari. Femi is a member of our admissions team, and he'll be taking us through today's session, including all the insights to our programs, our vision, tuition details, the scholarship and other opportunities available, and how you can apply. So please, let's get started. I'd like to quickly mention that we should kindly keep our microphones muted, and I also recommend that you keep your videos paused as well to help us maintain focus and minimize distractions. Thank you very much once again for being here. We are very excited to share all that we have in store. Let's get started. Femi, over to you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our information session for James Hope University. My name is Wari Femi, like Michael has rightly introduced, and then we are delighted to have you here today as we introduce you to an institution dedicated to shaping future-ready leaders. So before we begin, we'll take you through the items that we'll be looking at for this information session. And firstly on the list is to tell you about James Hope University, our values, what makes us who we are, and then the community that we have. Then we'll also delve into the James Hope Business School, give you a little bit about the James Hope Business School, which houses all the programs that are currently on offer here at the university. And then we'll look at our facilities, the programs on offer, the admission information, and then we'll take your questions afterwards. So to begin, we'll tell you about the history. And like you see on the screen, that's a picture of the founder and person of Jimovia. So the vision for James Hope University was born out of his philanthropy, right? And that led to what we have today. So James Hope University was officially licensed in 2021 by the federal government of Nigeria through the NUC. And then we commenced academic activities in January 2024. That was last year when we started with our executive MBA program. And the motto for the university is magnituding super et educational, which is a French, a Spain word that translates to hope and education for greatness. So this embodies our mission to be a beacon of hope and a center of excellence, academic excellence. And then our mission, right, as an institution is to educate and inspire men and women to excel in every aspect of life and to exert lasting positive impact on the world. So that is basically what we are about. So we'll move on to the principal officers here at James Hope University. The university is managed by a senior leadership team committed to academic rigor, research excellence, and best practices in international higher education. And on the screen, you see the acting vice chancellor, who is also the dean. That's in person of Professor Abiola Babajide, who is a professor of finance. Followed by the registrar, that's Dr. Achugamolu Bede Uzoma. And then you see there also Dr. Oludare Shoronke, the librarian. And then last on the list, there is our acting bossa in person of Babafemi Olayemi. And then we'll go on to also let you know that we have partnerships with various organizations. And like I rightly said earlier, the university has been given a mandate to operate by the NUC. So, and we've done resource verification and all that, and our courses are accredited by them, right? We've done resource verification, and then all our programs eventually would also be would go through accreditation process by the NUC. As a business school, we also have partnerships with the Business Graduate Association, the AACSB. These are Business Education Alliance globally. So, and also Association of African Business School. So recently, we also entered into partnership with Enterprise Risk Management, which is another area of interest for the MBA program. And then we are also partnered with CIBN, that's the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. And then this affiliation is for the MSc Finance program. So that's basically on our partnership and membership. So you do not have to fear. The university is licensed by the NUC. And we'll take you through a tour of what our campus looks like. And if in case you've not visited before, you can take a look from the video that will play now. And if you also have the time, you can come along to the campus, which is located here in New Road, just before Chevron. We are conversant with the Lekki Expressway. It's not so far from Chevron. So Okunde would also be coming in another few weeks. So that would also give you the opportunity to come in person and see what the person. So we move on to the business school, and then we talk about the focus here at the business school. So part of the focus areas that we have is leadership, entrepreneurship, innovation, and this are what makes us tick as a business school. And then we are looking at building leaders that can impact the world. And then how do leaders or people impact the world is through innovation and then entrepreneurship ventures. And we are looking at having people who can go into space and then make a difference. For leadership, we are, like I said earlier, transformational learning that empowers leaders to change lives, organization, and the world is what we are all about here at James Hope University. And then who are we looking at? Executive, effective leaders, competent managers, contributing to team members, highly capable individuals. So whoever or whatever capacity that you might be holding, right, in terms of decision making or being somebody who is about driving innovations and the like. So they are the kind of person in which we are looking for here at James Hope University, and we are trying to like build leaders that can make a difference. And how do people also do that, or how do we expect leaders to do this? And it's through entrepreneurship. And then we also notice that the general statistics is that 90% of startups fail, and across almost all industries, the average failure rate for year one is 10%. However, in year two through five, a staggering 70% of new businesses fail. But here at James Hope University, we aim to reduce these statistics in Nigeria by equipping entrepreneurs with what is necessary to succeed in the ever-changing business landscape. So we are trying to like beat this statistic down to the barest minimum to ensure that sustainable businesses are built and they are businesses that would last the test of time. And that also brings us to innovation, which is part of our focus areas. We have a creative space that allows for idea generation, where ideas come to life. We have an innovation hub where people can come together to collaborate and bring about innovations that would change the course of life in general, Nigeria, and then the world at large. So that is the major focus area of the James Hope Business School. And then we look at our programs. So we have the executive education programs. The executive education programs cater to the needs of corporate organizations, and then we call them short courses. These programs are designed for business professionals, industry leaders, and entrepreneurs seeking to enhance their expertise, broaden their networks, and gain practical knowledge that can be applied immediately. So your company might have areas of need, right, in terms of staff development, and then there are probably things that you feel like your staff should learn, or you as an organization, or even as an individual want to improve yourself upon. So we have executive education courses, short programs in different fields, ranging from finance, marketing, management, risk management, compliance, a lot of them that will assist. So even if in case that you have peculiar problems, right, in your organization, we also design curriculum that would also cater to solving whatever challenges that you might have as an organization or even as an individual who wants to advance in their career. So these executive short courses are meant for you. So if you are interested, you can also go on our website at executive.education@jhu.edu.ng to see the courses we have available, and then when those would be done, and then you can apply and also come on board to like take short courses. And so we move on to the programs, the master's programs here at James Hope University. Firstly, we have the MBA. So we have different MBA programs, which are meticulously designed to equip professionals with cutting-edge skills and a real-life problem-solving mindset for the evolving global business economy. And so what we have is the full-time MBA, the executive MBA, and then the MBA Flex, which is can also be said to be a part-time MBA. Because the way the Flex works is that you have the opportunity of deciding how many courses you want to take per time. If you say you want to take maybe like 4 courses or 1 course or 2 courses, so this program is based on your own pace. You decide how you want to run it, and then that is what makes it MBA Flex. Although for the other MBA programs, you might even not even need to apply for the Flex, because the program in itself is already flexible, as all our classes are run online, right, during the weekdays. That's 3 days within the week. It's virtual classes, and these classes happen in the evening, 6 p.m. to about 10 p.m. in the evening. So you only need to come to campus on Saturday. Even on Saturdays, we still operate an hybrid system, whereby even if you're not going to be able to like make it on campus on Saturday, you can still join online wherever you might be, and you'll still be able to interact with members of your class. So that is that for the MBA programs. So we have the MSc programs. So for the MSc programs, we have our focus programs design is to provide specialized experts and cutting-edge research skills without requiring prior work experience. Like for the MSc programs, you don't need prior work experience. You can just start. So we have the MSc Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Entrepreneurship. This is a program that is designed to prepare you to create new ventures or pursue successful career in innovation related roles within established organization. It's a degree that focuses on the knowledge and skill needed, right, to drive innovation within existing organization and to establish and lead new ventures. So if you are looking at creating business or being
Are you there, Femi? Sorry, can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. I think Femi must be having a technical challenge.
So sorry about that. I think it was due to technical challenge. So continue. Second is the MSc Economic Development and Policy Analysis. This program delves into the mechanism, policies, and tools to foster a faster rate of economic growth and development at local, regional, national, and international level. So this gives you an idea as to how policies work, how policies are developed, the everything that has to do with the economy generally, what you learn, right? And then we have faculties on board that will take you into case studies of economic happenings around the world. So it's a program that would also speak to you if that's in case you are interested in how the economy works and what brings about policy development, and then so that we can analyze policies together and also see how we can advance in our career and then advance Nigeria as a whole and the world. Moving on, we move on to the next MSc that we have, is the MSc Finance. The MSc Finance provides you with a comprehensive understanding of the principles and practices of finance and ensuring your success in the financial sector. So we all already know what the financial sector is, and then along with that, we also have the MSc FinTech, which is more like the financial technology aspect, and that also delves into data analysis and all that. So this prepares you to meet the challenge and enhance the opportunities of digital financial era as technology continues to disrupt and redefine the financial landscape. So FinTech, as we all know, is one of the in thing at the moment. So if you want to learn about how fintech works, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, data analysis, this is also a program that you'd probably need to consider. So we move on to the facilities here at James Hope University, and then we'll take you to see what the Innovation Hub, you've been hearing me say, oh, Innovation Hub. But we'll still show you that later. But before then, we'll look at the facilities we have here at James Hope University. James Hope University boasts a vast campus situated in Lekki, like I mentioned earlier, close to the Chevron company here. That's Chevron. And then at New Road Junction, that's where we are. So we are committed to fostering a dynamic learning environment supported by cutting-edge facilities, among which is the research library. So the James Hope University Library integrates physical materials, right, advanced digital technology, and vast online database, like the ESCOPE Right Insight. This offers you access to scholarly up-to-date books, collection, on various disciplines, basically. We have ebooks, journals, and then there are also physical books in the library. So it's not just ebooks and journals, but the e-library gives you access to up-to-date books. So depending on whatever discipline that you're interested in, it's just by a click of a button, and then you see resources along whatever discipline that you might be interested in. So the library fosters collaborative and independent research through innovative study space. The study space is very immersed. You might have missed it when you were looking at the video earlier, but if you come to the campus, you see the kind of library that we have, well equipped with the latest tool for data analysis and multimedia creation. We have an expert librarian also who would provide you cutting edge research support for when you want to carry out your thesis. So we also have the ICT Center. The James Hope Business School ICT Center serves the unique academic need of our students and then the faculty. It is fast-paced computer available to the university community, assuring the highest quality and latest technology resources are available. We have softwares that you will need for your research. It's a very conducive space. So if in case you want to do conduct complex data analysis and simulations to engage in immense virtual learning experience, this center is an integral hub for technological excellence and digital skill development. So our ICT Center is designed to support your journey towards success. So we also have the Innovation Hub, like I've been saying since. Our Innovation Hub is a state-of-the-art innovation hub, really. It offers boundless creativity opportunity for our students. And then students that even already on ground, although it has not been open at the moment, but it's going to be open soon. And then the student on ground can even attest to how it looks and the kind of opportunities they will get to collaborate in that space. So it's a space where you can unleash your potential, collaborate with like-minded visionaries, and bring your ideas to life. The environment is designed for successful entrepreneurs, yeah. And it's a community driven by curiosity, forward by technology, and dedicated to shaping the future. So if you are having any new ideas, either in product innovation, service innovation, process innovation, business model innovation, or even technology innovation, it's a space for you to bring all those ideas to life. So we continue to strive to provide an environment that nurtures curiosity for creativity and fosters a lifelong love for learning. So that is our facilities in general. So it's a space that when you are in, it will encourage you to learn, right? It's very conducive. When you come for the open day, you would see what we really mean. So it's a place that you would really love to learn. Okay, so thank you very much. So that's a glimpse of what the Innovation Ops looks like. So you might ask, how do you get started? But before we delve into that, so we'll take you through what the tuition looks like here at James University. We have a very flexible payment plan or payment option. But for the programs, the total cost, right, for each of the program is as seen on the screen. So if it's too tiny for you to see, so I'll just like read it out for us to note. The MSc Economic Development and Policy Analysis, total cost for the program is 2.250, and then you can pay per semester. Then the rate per semester is 562,500. We have the MSc Finance, which is 2.5 million naira, and per semester is 625,000 naira. Then the MSc Fintech and Analytics, which is 3.5 for the total cost for the program. Per semester, you can pay 875,000. For the MSc Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Entrepreneurship, it is also 3.5, same as the MSc Fintech for the per semester rate. For the MBA, that's for the MBA full time, that is 5 million, and then you can pay 1.250 per semester. And then lastly is the executive MBA, which is 9 million, and then per semester rate is 2.250. And aside from this per semester, you can also decide on how you want to pay. What you just need to do is to meet with once you've gotten admission, is to meet with the bursar to draw out a payment plan that would be okay by yourself, even if that is the per semester rate does not also still work for you. Probably you want to be paying monthly or whatever arrangement you might have, right? You'd have to discuss with the university bursar upon getting admission into the university. So it's very, very flexible. And then there's also option for scholarship. The university champions high achieving candidates through providing them with partial tuition waivers, right? So if you are an high achieving student or candidate, you are free to apply to the scholarship. So how do you apply for our program? So we'll probably encourage you to firstly visit the university website, that's www.jhu.edu.ng, right, to read on the requirement for whatever program that you might be interested in. And then after you might have gone through the requirement and you know that, okay, yeah, you're eligible for this program, and then you can now visit the portal, that's the portal.jhu.edu.ng, to start your application. And part of the things that you'll be filling out or being asked to like submit, right, is your O-level result, your degree certificate, that's your first degree certificate. If you have additional qualifications, probably you have an HND, right, and you want to apply for an MSc program, additional qualifications that you need would be the PGD or an MBA, if in case you want to apply for an MSc program. So depending on your qualification that you have. So then you'll see on the screen that the standard test score, but the GMAT is not a requirement for this admission circle. So even if you do not have that, you can skip and then proceed to fill out other areas of the form. You need to provide us with your professional resume, a personal statement, a NYC discharge certificate as well. So, but for the letters of recommendation, that would come directly from 3 references that you might have provided in the form. So you don't necessarily have to wait for them to send you the letters. Upon submission of the application, they will get an email notification to respond to. So what you only need to do is just to provide us with the email and then the details of the referees that you'll be providing in the form. So those are basically what you just need. For transcript, even if you don't have it at the moment, you can go ahead to apply. What you just need to do is that you request that your university sends the transcript to us, right? And then we'll receive it. So even if you do not have that in handy, you're free to go ahead and apply. So the major document that you need to have, right, to conclude your application is your O-level result, your first degree certificate or other additional qualifications, your CV, personal statement, and then your NYC discharge certificate. So if you have that, you're good to go. We operate a rolling admission. So as soon as you apply and submit your application, it will go under review. And in 6 weeks or later or before that period, you would get a notification or a feedback from us onto the status of your application. So application deadline as of now is September 1st, 2025, right? So we encourage you to apply, right? At James Hope University, we are dedicated to providing a transformative education that equips our students for success. So we invite you to explore our programs and consider joining our vibrant community. After now, I'll take you through what the form looks like in the next slide. So it's not a rigorous application form. It's something that you can finish within a couple of minutes, right? Once you have all your documents, you can even finish in under 15 minutes, right? So you provide us with a passport photograph, just like you can see. That's part of the first things that you'll be requested to provide. Then your personal information, date of birth, name, state of origin. That is what you'll be filling out in the personal info section. Then the academic profile, you just want to know the school you graduated from, right? Your academic info, and then post-secondary school codes, then the GMAT, like I said earlier, which is not compulsory. Academic info is also for whatever areas of interest of research that you might be looking at. So what research focus areas do you want to consider when you join into the program? And then other information. Then we also have for your referee, like I said earlier, 3 referees. That's what you'll be providing. We only just need their information, their names, email address, where they work. That's just basically it. And then once you're done with that, you click on submit, and then you pay the 10,000 naira application fee, and then that's it. So thank you very much for your time, and we now welcome any questions. And before we take questions, I will look at you. Love you to take a look at some testimonies from our students.
My name is Mary Ann Osigwe. I currently head the marketing department of one of the branches in Zenith Bank PLC. I'm enrolled currently to study MSc, FinTech and Data Analytics. And I must say that my experience has been very, very amazing. Being a leader isn't just about being in charge. It's also about being compassionate, being willing to listen to others, serving others, not just thinking about yourself as a leader, being able to serve others and lead them in the right direction. During my research for a course of study, James Hope University was the only university that offered the FinTech and Analytic program. And it was really a great and exciting one for me when I received the admission letter. As a child, I've always dreamt to play in the financial sector and to be a financial guru mixed with technology. Now, being at James Hope University, I'm beginning to see these dreams come true with the courses and the curriculum I'm exposed to. I believe that at the end of my study here, I would be able to impact in that field. Some of the skills I've gained from James Hope University that will take me into the world, I would say, are problem solving, the communication skills, analytical skills. Based off on my study, we do a lot of analysis. We bring in problems, analyze them, and tailor it to real-world issues. Before taking up the course, I always thought that FinTech was all about building an app and then payments and all that. But by the time I joined and we started lectures, I realized that I can also specialize in a particular space in FinTech. Collaborating with the software engineers and other technical partners made me realize that the FinTech space is very wide and that there is space for everyone to play in, including me. I personally want to create a payment solution that is able to break down the bottlenecks we have in international payments, moving money from Nigeria across to other countries. For me, I believe the world is a global village. Right now, we should be having payments done at the comfort of your home, and then the receiver from the other part of the world receiving it in minutes or probably seconds. Before now, I used to think that success was all about getting good grades and making lots of money in life. But being here, I've realized that it also has to do a lot with how well you impact on other people's lives. After my program at James Hope University, I see myself pivoting into the fintech and digital space, take up new challenges where I'm able to build payment solutions that will close the gap in the payment ecosystem in Nigeria. I would recommend James Hope University to anyone looking to further their studies, especially in the fintech space. They have the courses and the right curriculum to equip you and give you the necessary tools that you need to be innovative and solution-driven.
Okay, so thank you very much. So I'll hand over to Michael to take us through the question and answer session. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Femi, for all that you've shared so far. It's been a very interesting session, and thanks everyone for your patience and attention so far. Now we move to the Q&A segment. We have quite a number of questions that we'll be reading out. We encourage you to share all your questions through the chat box, and I'll be reading them out so that everyone can be engaged. I can assure you that we have our principal officers and faculty members here to answer all your questions. I'll be starting with a question from Abayomi. Abayomi is asking if it is possible to, oh, yes, it is. So Abayomi, please visit our YouTube channel. You would see the live session, which is also being recorded. You can go back to it afterwards. Daniela is asking, for the MBA program, are the exams on site or online, especially for someone who started and traveled between the program? Femi, could you please answer this question or invite anyone who can?
Okay, so for the examination, even if you're traveling between classes, right, you can always join wherever you might be in the world, right? So, but during exam, it is expected that you be on campus. Exams are done physically, and then timetable would have been sent to you way ahead of time to prepare, right? So that you can plan your time and know that, oh, you're going to have to be around for the examination. Examination also only happens. I'm speaking now based on the last examination that was done. It might change, right? But for the last examination, we had it Friday and Saturday, right? So that's basically how it went. But the timetable usually are designed based on feedback gotten from students. So if there are observations that needs to be done before now, we also do within the week, right? So depending on whatever agreement the student have based on the arrangement with the faculty members and the likes. So they can decide to say, okay, would run the examination within the week. And then probably within a week, you might be done with your own set of papers. So depending. So, but you have to be on ground physically for exam. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Femi, for the answer. Sadiq is asking, I've completed my application since, but I'm yet to get a response from the school. Are you rolling out offers yet, Femi?
Yes, so for the first set of people that applied, we've sent out admission letters to them for the people who qualified. But for you, we're still reviewing your application, and then you would also hear from us very soon. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Femi. Pascal is asking, Pascal Madu Bouquet, please, what's the study plans like? Is it fully online or on-site? I think you already answered this question, but maybe you want to go over it again.
Okay, so the mode of lecture is, like we said earlier, is hybrid. It is not fully online, or nor is it fully on-site. So online is during the week, 3 days within the week, usually in the evenings, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then on Saturday is on-site or hybrid, as the case might be. And then classes starts from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the evening.
All right, thank you, Femi. Someone is asking, hi, please, I have two questions. Firstly, please, I would like to know if I have all three references in letter-headed paper, all signed by the referees already, can I upload it? And secondly, on the scholarship portal, are we just going to upload the field form, and does the personal statement in the normal application cover that too? It looks like you could only submit the field form, Femi.
Okay, so for that, so for the references, if you have your recommendation letters already from your referees, you can upload. There's a section for others, so you can upload everything in the other section. So you don't necessarily, they probably don't need to send again since you have them, you can just upload. But one of the reasons why we encourage that you just provide their name is that we also know that these things takes a little bit of time sometimes, right? So, but when you have them, you can also upload immediately. So for the personal statement and then application for scholarship, um, personal statement, the one you submitted or uploaded can also serve for that of the scholarship. You only just need to indicate, right? If you know that you'll be applying for scholarship, indicate in your personal statement all the things that you want to like talk about, right? But if even if you want to upload for the scholarship, you can also still add it as an attachment to just one document, right? You know that there's a way you can attach documents together, right, and then submit. The only thing is that you only are allowed to submit just a document, right? So your personal statement can be part of that document that you'll be submitting as part of the form, as part of this scholarship form. So you just join it together. But if it is separate, it is not going to accept it because it is only one document you'll be allowed to submit. So it's either you the personal statement that you'll be uploading, you state that you're requesting for scholarship. This is why you feel like you should be given scholarship and all that. So that should already be in your personal statement, and then you can just also submit the form separately. But additionally, you can join everything together as a one document and then submit. I hope that answers your question.
All right, thank you very much, Femi. Next question is from Bolatito. She's asking, how many months or weeks make a semester? Are online classes available in tandem with on-site class? Femi.
Okay, so usually a semester is 4 months, depending. So it's usually 4 months, and then classes are recorded, right? And then for the online classes, like I said earlier, online only happens on weekdays. There's no physical class for weekdays. And that happens only on Saturdays when you have physical class going simultaneously with online classes on Saturday. That is when the hybrid structure happen on Saturdays. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Femi. Another question from Ayo. Ayo saying, is it possible to apply for scholarship given that it's closing tomorrow and prospective students is yet to obtain admission?
So yes, you can go ahead to apply. So long that you've submitted your application, right? So you can go ahead and apply for the scholarship if you've submitted your application. That's if you've submitted your application for your program, because you need to input your application ID in the segment for the scholarship application.
All right, thank you, Femi. Pascal is asking another question, which I think is important. Is asking, is it possible for someone who is not based in Lagos to enroll? Please, how can this be handled? Judging from what you said earlier.
Yes, exactly. If you're not based in Lagos, you can enroll, right? So, but one of the things, okay, so two things that will need you to be on ground physically for, right, is screening, right? So, upon getting admitted, you'd be requested to come to campus for the verification of your documents, right? So, we need to cite physical copies of the documents in which you submitted online. That's firstly. So if you've gotten that out of the way, every other thing can be done online, right? So, but for examination, you would also need to be present physically on campus. So if that works for you, yeah, you can go ahead and apply. So those are the two compulsory times that you need to be on campus for screening, for examination. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Femi. We have a few more questions to end the session. Daniel is asking, what of someone who has already, I think he already answered that question. He's asking about the scholarship application. So to apply for scholarship, if you have already submitted, just go back to the portal. At the footer, you see the button or the link to apply for scholarship. Another question from Kamsin Sadiq, and I think we'll be closing with this. Sadiq is asking, what percentage of scholarship are you awarding to a student with 3.9/5.0 CGPA in economics from Unilag?
Okay, this looks more like a direct question, but well, there's no direct answer really. It depends on your application, how you apply, what is stated in your personal statement. A lot of things would be considered, right? It's not just the CGPA that we are looking at. So a lot of things would be considered before we can say, okay, this is the percentage of scholarship that would be awarded to this person. And but usually the range is from 10% up to a full scholarship. So it depends on your application and whatever the committee says. So because it's a committee that will decide on this application. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Femi. One more question, please, from Olaleye. Olaleye is asking for MSc entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship. I prefer physical class. Is this the case? Of course, yes, but Femi.
So yes, like we said earlier, it is the case, right? There's physical class that happens every Saturday. So it's that's part of the things that we encourage actually, that even if you cannot make it during the week, because basically, well, for obvious reasons, week lectures are done online, but Saturday classes are physical. So we encourage our students to be on campus on Saturdays, right? To be able to like network with their colleagues, meet with the faculty members, engage in various activities that would be happening on campus. There's usually seminar series too as well on Saturday. More practical work is being done on Saturdays. So that is why we encourage students to be on ground on weekends, that's Saturdays. So yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Femi. And this will bring us to the end of the session. If you have more questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We are very glad that you have spent this time with us, and we hope that you now have a deeper understanding of who we are, what we offer, and the kind of community that you could become a part of. So if today's session sparked something in you, more like a desire to grow, to lead, to build something meaningful, don't let it fade. Start and complete your application today. And like we shared earlier in the session, there are a few important dates you should note. The scholarship portal is closing tomorrow, 1st of August, my apologies. So if you are interested and you believe you qualify, please ensure you complete your application between today and tomorrow. For general admissions, everything is closing between August 30th and September 1st. So if you have any questions or require some sort of support, please feel free to reach out to us. You can chat with us on WhatsApp on 09016352818, 09016352818, or you can email us at enquiries@jhu.edu.ng, or directly to the admissions team at admissions at jhu.edu.ng. If you missed the beginning of this session, you can rewatch it. If you missed everything entirely, or you're not available to complete, you can rewatch it on YouTube. It's showing live already, but you can also go back to it. Also, we encourage you to stay connected with us across all social media platforms, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and of course on YouTube, and we are very active on WhatsApp. And of course, do keep eye on your inbox. We'll be sending you exclusive invitations soon to join us on campus during one of our upcoming open day events. It's a great opportunity for you to experience James Hope University firsthand. To close today's session,
I'm sorry, Michael, before you close, let me just also just kindly add that if in case you are having any challenge with your application, you're encouraged to come on campus, right? We can assist you with that. Probably you don't have time, or you need us to assist you in completing your application. So the campus is also open for you to come in, and then walk you through how to go, and then help you complete also on the spot. So if you have the time, and then you're available to visit the campus, please kindly do. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Femi. So we'll be closing with this special video from some of our faculty and principal officers sharing more about the James Hope University experience and the future we are all building together. Thank you once again, and we look forward to welcoming you soon at James Hope University.
My name is Olusheyi Olarewaju. I'm an associate professor at James Hope University. I lecture finance and accounting. What I enjoy most teaching at James Hope University is the flexibility in the lecture delivery, the atmosphere, conduciveness of the environment, and generally speaking, that cordiality between lecturer and students. The curriculum at James Hope University is very robust. Comparing that with what you see in some Ivy League business school, I would say they are at par, if not more, and much more importantly, is in tune with the Nigerian University Commission syllabus. What you see at James Hope University is a very cordial relationship between lecturers and students, more like an open door policy where a student can walk up to the lecturer at any time to ask any question, no matter how plain the questions are. You can hardly differentiate between the lecturer and the students because of the cordiality, because of the friendly environment, because of the way the faculty pass on the course to the student in terms of teaching. And they also use a powerful online module called LMS, where students can ask lecturer questions, where lecturers can drop questions and assignments, and students get to upload back to the lecturer. In fact, lecturers can grade them on the same platform, and students real-time online, they see what their scores are as the module is being taught. So they support the student in so many ways. If I also go to the library is so rich, both physical books and what you can get online in the library. It's mind-blowing. What you want to go and get abroad is right here at James Hope, at your neighborhood. The environment is very conducive. There is security. You can come into the campus at any time you want to learn. The library is also open 24/7, both virtually and physically. And the quality of the faculty, at James Hope University is second to none. So I would say, why go abroad when you can get this quality education at James Hope? I must also mention that it's not all about theories at James Hope University. It's a place where you see real life case study being brought to bear in the classroom, and you are able My name is Olusheyi Olarewaju. I'm an associate professor at James Hope University. I lecture finance and accounting. What I enjoy most teaching at James Hope University is the flexibility in the lecture delivery, the atmosphere,
physical books.
When you then get to upload both physical books and what you can get
to enhance our
right here at James Hope at your neighborhood. The environment is very conducive. There is security. You can come into the campus at any time you want to learn. The library is also open 24/7, both virtually and physically. And the quality of the faculty, at James Hope University is second to none. So I would say, why go abroad when you can get this quality education at James Hope? I must also mention that it's not all about theories at James Hope University. It's a place where you see real-life case study being brought to bear in the classroom, and you are able to apply it at your various organizations. Why not consider James Hope University? I am very, very sure a trial will convince you.
I am Abiola Babajide. I'm a professor of finance with James Hope University, where I teach finance-related courses, and I also conduct research in finance-related disciplines, collaborate with colleagues in the department and in the industry to enhance our program, review our curriculum, and bring it to up-to-date standard and current trend within the finance industry. In James Hope University, our curriculums are meticulously and professionally designed to ensure that it's in line with global best practices. They are continuously reviewed and up to date, and it's helped us to be able to coordinate with industry partners. We have initiated different programs and activities that brings the students and the faculty together. And then our students have the opportunity to intern with our industry partners for a period and to be able to gather data on any area that they want to work on. This bridges the gap between the industry and the academics, solving problems together that will enhance the society and make meaningful impact within our society. So we are not just teaching theories, so to say. We are collaborating strongly with our industry partner to ensure that everything that we are teaching has practical meaning to the student, and then it will enable them to be able to come up with products that will solve problems within our society, and at the same time developing evidence-based local content for our society in the area of fintech and finance generally.
I am Oludare Shorunke. I am the head of the James Hope University Library. I supervise a range of services that are user-driven, user-centric, that supports the research, the teaching, and the learning going on within the university. I ensure that the information needs of faculty are met, that students get the necessary support from day one till when they graduate in aspect of support for learning resources, support for course assignments, and also support for capstone or projects, or what you know popularly as dissertation. The James Hope University Library is a very rich library. It's a purpose-built postgraduate library. The purpose of postgraduate education is to develop in the individual the problem-solving skills. And you can't fully develop that without having the necessary information input. You know, the library has a lot of facilities in aspect of study spaces. We have the learning commons, the e-learning resources, even the physical books when a space is convenient, you know, for study, for learning, and for research. And you find out that students will naturally cluster around the library to get access to resources whenever they are on campus. You know, they find the resources of the library easy to use. With the online public access catalog, they get access to whatever they need. Make the library your friend. Make the library staff your friend. Interact with them. Get sources, the updated sources, of course. Those will be shared with you from time to time. And we are looking forward to receive you on campus so that we can contribute to your academic success.
My name is Professor Eric Esomeme. I'm professor at James Hope Business School, teaching business law and ethics. From the business law and ethics, you see that we have what we call the advanced, learning. Just we talked about the formative type of assessment. It's really, you rarely see that implemented in a lot of universities. And the formative assessment in business law and ethics, when the first class that we give, we give the formative, and the formative allows for students to actually know exactly what to expect. It's almost like the real life test that you're giving is like a real life exam. Factoring the grades into tentative marks, and each particular student have the chance to have one-on-one sessions with you, for as long as they want, so that they can understand actually what the factors are. And there's so much provided, a lot of materials on the LMS. You go to the LMS for every single week. There are so many comprehensive materials provided to guide the students and in terms of understanding the topic. When you look at how the curriculums have been designed for business law and ethics, which I teach, you see that we give real-life case studies, what can help the students apply it to their everyday life, like, not just go into the contract law and the law of torts. We go to experience it with looking at the different advanced modus operandus and the case studies that we utilize, so that people are actually in tune to the realities that are going on. For example, you see that what is going on with artificial intelligence and with machine learning technologies, robotic process automation, how that relates to law and your business. It is what, so aside from going into the traditional models, we now advance it to the next level, so that when you're able to practicalize it, you are actually well up to date in speed. So the curriculums are well structured in a way that allows for students to constantly evolve and innovate and update their knowledge and be aware of the emerging trends in business law and ethics and the current trends as relates to the topics that people are actually doing. James Hope University is the best place that you can think of in terms of learning. The level of innovation, the curriculum is not just the basic that we see, that is in the theory based, where you actually learn so much and you probably can't apply it in your everyday work. You see, there's so much focus on getting the right jobs, evolving beyond where you are actually right now. So James Hope University goes beyond just the theoretical approach. It goes to the practical approach, where students actually are taught about, what the emerging trends are, what the current trends are, and what the practical aspect of for business law is. It goes beyond just having a certificate. It goes beyond just having a degree. You're actually going to have that particular knowledge where you can apply it, and you get that particular wisdom to be able to utilize it in your everyday business, utilize it also in your personal growth, to be able to get much more information. It's really beyond just the theoretical aspect. You will definitely get value for your money. You'll definitely be able to network. You'll definitely be able to meet the right people and really make the necessary impact in the society. So it's really, really the best place to be at. And we hope that you actually join us.